Hey, 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 everyone. It's Courtney Koenig here, igniting your human design to become a powerful, profitable, purposeful boss in your business, career, and your life. So, how's it going, everybody? Do you get down on yourself because you can't focus? Drop drop a thumbs up in the comments. Do you get down on yourself because you feel directionless? Okay, I want to see your thumbs in the comments. If this is you, maybe there are strategies you've been trying, but it's not quite working. Okay, drop a thumbs up. Is that you in the comments? Hey, 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 Tori. So good to see you guys. Now, there's one one reason that your business cannot be thriving. And this is the rice experiment. Now, tell me if you've heard about this experiment. And it's a new way to accelerate your business that you haven't thought about. Now, Dr. Emoto's original rice experiment was that he put rice and he talked nicely to some rice in a jar. And then the other jar, he talked mean about them. And he did this for, I think it was like 30 days or something. And the kind of words he said to the white rice in the jar over there, the rice was fine. But the other jar that he said the mean things to turned moldy and was decaying. Now, this is the one thing in your business that you might not have addressed, that you've not addressed at all, is the words that you speak to yourself. Do they attract or repel? Do they lift you up or tear you down? And recognize that there's manifestation properties in all of that, right? There's manifestations and properties when we say, hey, look at what I did. Oh my goodness, this is so awesome. Or when we're like, oh my gosh, it's 12. I should have gotten this done by now. Have you guys said that to yourself? Right? All of this either attracts or repels business towards us. It either brings people towards us that we need to partner with to further our business, or it repels them without us even knowing. So next week I'm launching Atlas. I'm so excited. Now, if you haven't registered for the masterclass, drop masterclass below and we'll get you that registration. There's a beautiful workbook that you're going to want to follow along with. And there's details in there. And this is a new masterclass that I've never done on human design. And it pulls right from my new course, Atlas. And so I'll give you a sneak preview about what that course is all about. And it's so beautiful. And so next week I'm launching Atlas. And I have some really cool gifts for you guys too, by the way. So look in the post. It was already posted with that. And you're going to, we'll get you that link, Masterclass Perfect. And we're going to, now my goal with doing this masterclass and launching this course was very low key. Okay. It's so funny. That's a word my kids say all the time. My Gen Zers, low key, but I was before in December, I was hoping to get this masterclass all going in January, launch it, right? Here we are, end of March. But I got super sick and still working on that and stuff. Hey, Felicia. And I had decided, I was like, you know what? I know I need to launch this. This is in my heart, but I'm just going to give myself the time I need. I'm just not going to push myself with my mind. Oh, thanks. And I am going to say, hey, I know this is what I want to do. And whatever I accomplish during the day to get there is fantastic. And if all I can do is just drink my water and relax, that's okay too. Well, I have visualized the outcome of this Atlas program. And my goal is to help 100 people get closer to their aligned true self, to their purpose, their power, and their profit in their business and in their career. And so how do I support myself in that? How do I stop those distracting, destroying thoughts from getting at me? Now, I'm going to share with you 2 things that I do that have changed how I operate, that have changed the very nature. And I've talked to you guys about this some too, how much I've changed through this experience and how much better of a person I've become because of this experience. And that's what I want to quantify for you guys. But what I really did too is I leaned into my human design. So I'm going to share these two principles, and then I'm going to show you each design type, what you need to watch out for, what destroying thought that will come to you over and over and over again that is a warning sign to watch out for, because it will push that manifestation away. It will push away those beautiful thoughts and that beautiful business that you want to have in your life, that you know because it's been on your heart, right? How many of your businesses have been on your heart first and then you did something about it, right? That's the way. But oftentimes we forget, I forget that I had this vision first because I get so caught up in the details, right? I'm like, oh, my gosh, I'm not doing this or this and this, or someone else is doing this really cool, or someone is, like, well, they have a better voice than I do, or people, from wherever, like, oh, she's not a coach, whatever, even though I'm a certified coach. Come on, I have so much training, it's crazy. So the two things, how did I support myself through that? I recognized how proud I was of myself every moment, not every day, not once a week, every moment. After I accomplished something, I'm like, look at me, I accomplished something. I did this. And I specifically say, I did this. Wow. So I just did a reel just before this talking more about this. And if you want to look at the reel, because it's kind of fun to learn in that format too, and I dive a little bit differently into this topic, just drop reel below. But I did the reel and I was like, look at me, I did a reel. And I was like, but I meant it. I wasn't just like, I did a reel and check, good, on to the next thing. I am proud of myself. And the second thing I do is I visualize who I'm helping through this. So my goal is to help 100 people with Atlas, 100 people more with Become. And I'm visualizing them. And it's so interesting to me when my current students in Become, they're like, I just had a message from like a couple days ago. There's like, how did you know this is the topic I've been looking at? And I needed just a little more oomph for me to understand it for myself. And I was like, well, that's just part of like what I love to do. It's part of how I love to see you and see who I am helping, because that connects with the very passion that I have. So I visualize these 100 people coming into Atlas, coming into Become, and helping them achieve their purpose, their power, and their profit. Now, by design, there are toxic thoughts that you need to be aware of that will destroy you. They will tear you down. And so I want you to challenge those thoughts. Do not just accept those things. So projectors, you are lazy. That's a thought that comes often to projectors. Who are my pros? And tell me if you struggle with this thought. You are lazy. Now, this is not a thought. These thoughts are not going to come from other people. They're going to be in our own mind maze. What's going on up here? And we want to connect it with what's going on in our soul. So am I being lazy because I posted one reel once a week? Oh my gosh, not a chance, because that reel was crushing it and it was awesome. And I really gave it my my all, So look at that. Again, look at that. You are not lazy, and challenge that thought that comes to your mind and recognize, I don't think people are saying that at all to you. MGs, yours is, why can't I concentrate? Why can't I concentrate? Why can't I focus on one thing, So this is a message I sent in Become, and so many MGs resonated with this. Like, there's just so many ideas, and I get to the table and I helped one of my students see an on-ramp of what she could do to get to the next level, because she's like, oh, I just can't concentrate. It's really wearing me down. Challenge that thought. You are meant to concentrate on lots of things. So embrace that. Mannies, this is your thought. You are way too much. You, Mannies, create ripples wherever you go, right? You're a walking manifester. And you're creating these ripples, and you've gotten some maybe feedback that will play into this thought, you are way too much. Remember, our minds want to protect us, but our souls have a passion and a gift and a message that they want to express that cannot be held back. And when we allow those messages, when you allow those messages to be held back, guess what's going to happen? That disconnect is going to come. That feeling like, oh, I'm just not aligned with what I want to do, or I see it, but I can't quite get there. Manifestors, challenge this thought that you are way too much. Challenge that story in your mind that your mind has made up. You are not way too much. You are exactly what you need to be, exactly what the world needs you to be. Reflectors, Rees, your thought is you are so sensitive. Have you felt that thought going in your mind? Oh, you're so sensitive, like being sensitive is a weakness. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Sensitivity is the gift that we bring to the world and that you bring to the world. Reflectors, you are so powerful in that gift. And sometimes that can be overwhelming and challenging, but it's a beautiful thing. So in your mind, as your mind saying, oh, I'm too sensitive, I got upset about this, or this is like really crushing me, or the world events are really hard on me, I should be more resilient or whatever. No, your sensitivity allows you to see the next level, allows you to see the next purpose that you have to bring to the world. Challenge these thoughts. Be aware that they're going to come to you and that they're going to crush any manifestation that you want to have. And give yourself grace to work through that. See that thought, feel that challenge coming up, and lean into your human design, because this is your atlas of who you're meant to become. This is who you're meant to become. Now, I hope you guys all saw the giveaway that I'm doing every single day this week and 2 days next week. Well, I'm not doing it this weekend, but what is today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It already dropped. So after this, go look in there. What you're supposed to do, this is my celebration of Atlas that I want to give you guys, is a human design reading. So have you gotten your chart and you're like, holy crap, what is all of this? And if you only know your human design type, you have one, okay? And if you learn more about your type, you're great. You're fantastic. There are all those other pieces of the chart that are really cool to see, to add to your story and to recognize what it's like. So I'm giving away a human design reading. And what I'm going to do is you're going to give me your chart. I'm going to make you a video so you can go back and rewatch it over and over again. And it's going to be on the details of your chart. Now, I do have 5 giveaways. So each time, if you win multiple times, I just means I go more in depth on your chart. So share that post. All it is screenshotting it. It takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Share that to your stories, to your posts. Come back, screenshot it, and drop it in the comments. That way I can keep track of who's doing what, because sometimes I'll miss the tag. But make sure you tag me so I can handle the comments and help people get into Rise so that they can learn too what their atlas is to become. Now, I did this reading for April Carden. A lot of you guys know her. She's an amazing, successful businesswoman who has had just a beautiful story of her life that she shared with me in the Become program. And I did this reading for her, and she's going to be on live later on today, sharing her experience with the reading and how it changed her projections of herself and her business. So make sure you register for the masterclass. Drop masterclass below. Make sure you go get that reading because it's so cool and I really love doing them. So I might do more of those. And remember that this is your atlas to become. We'll see you guys next time.